Hi guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of the review for the Sharp Vision 7-inch FPV monitor with dual receiver diversity and DVR. During the use of it, I used it with my own antennas. I didn't use the dipole antennas on there, so I've got the Fat Shark cloverleaf antenna on one of them, and my own homemade antenna on the other one, which is a helical antenna, 5-turn antenna, which I've found works quite well, just as good as a proprietary one. And I've mounted it on the Tyrannus. Made my own bracket there. Now I haven't really used it a great deal yet. Took it out today for a fly around the park and basically a bit of hovering around the backyard of the quadcopter. So I haven't done any distance flying, which I'll do and perhaps do an update to like a very short part 3, so saying if the receivers are of good quality. But basically I found it to be a good unit. The picture quality is brilliant, so I'll go through the good and the bad. So on the good, I found the screen is of good quality. It's very sharp and very bright, no issues at all during the sunlight, as you can see in this video. You can see this is with the hood on. I've got the vision coming from my minicopter, quadcopter blackout, and it's very bright with the hood on. This is on a bright sunny day, and you can also see with the hood off, and it's also facing directly into the sun. You can see by the shadow here that the sun is directly from over my shoulder, and it is very bright, so quite easily to see. So I found that to be pretty good. Simple to use. It's got a good menu system. I like the scanning function of the receivers, and so they also shows. I also like the fact that it shows the actual the frequency. So if you know your frequency you're on, and you scan, and I found sometimes it will lock onto a channel close to it. So then you can just keep on scanning to get your channel. So it's good to know that it shows the frequency number. Auto adjust the light, so the sensor works quite well. That when you're in a dark area, it's not as bright, but when you're in full sunlight, it goes to its highest brightness. And that's also adjustable. You can have it on manual, where you go low or high. The fact that it's got a DVR is good. And the RSSI indicator, which shows the actual percentage and which receiver it's working on. The bad, the hood's okay, but as you can see, the Velcro just does not stick. It feels sticky, but it's just not sticky enough. So I think the hood, the way they do the hood, it could be better. So the hood fixing method, I'll probably end up using the Hobby King blue Velcro. That's always been pretty good and pretty reliable. The button placements at the back, I think they should probably go for buttons at the front, make it a lot easier to get to. The DVR record quality I've found was a bit inconsistent. As you can see in these videos here, there are 2 separate flights. This flight was my first flight, and you can see it didn't seem to be very smooth, the video recording. It was maybe 15 frames a second or 20 frames a second, and then it recorded fine, and this is at the highest quality of recording, which is the D1, and at fine recording, which is supposed to be the most the best quality of recording it has. And as you can see, it's not very smooth vision. and as you can see, the next flight, I adjusted the quality of the, I adjusted the brightness of the screen as well, which is reflected in the DVR recording. It's fine. The recording was nice and smooth, like you're watching normal video. The quality of the video is still, yeah, it's not as good as I would have hoped. Comparing it to the Sky Zone DVR monitor, it's probably not as good as that, but I haven't had one. I'm only going on what I've seen on from RC model reviews. That seemed to be pretty good, and so that's probably my biggest gripe about it, is probably the DVR. It does record, and it's enough that I'm going to use it. I only got the DVR because I want to use it for recording, just in case I go down, and so I can find out where I went down, or you know, if I got my OSD, I can see the GPS coordinates. But the other functions of that, it's not dip switched. It's a scanning function or manual switch through the channels. I think it's a good bonus. The brightness of the screen, 700 lux, which is the brightest out there. I haven't got a machine to test it, so I don't know if I am getting 700 out of it, but yeah, according to the specs, 700 is the brightest. And so that was the other reason. So the extra few dollars for me, of the scanning function, the brightness of the screen, and just the overall quality of it, I think is good. But yeah, there's a few things there I think they could improve on, and hopefully, being that they have a USB connection in there, they can update the firmware to give us a better DVR quality out of it. That's about it. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped you make a decision on which monitor you want to purchase. Thank you.